Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and as well Aries Rising weekly general tarot reading July 12th up until July 18th, 2021. And if you do want to participate into my free readings contest, guys, and as well don't missing any video that I'm posting on a weekly basis, make sure you do subscribe for the YouTube channel as well, hit the notification bell, and also if you are interested into a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, checking out the post, or rather like the description down below, is going to give you a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being set aside, moving to the general reading of Aries of the week, and the first card we do have for you, Aries, that is going to be the Star card, so you can see them, okay? We have the Star card, followed by the second one, which stands as the Nine of Cups. Moving next, what we do have, that is going to be the Knight of Wands, followed by the Five of Wands. And then the last one for you, Aries, that is to be the Ten of Swords. All right, so those five cards here, okay, again, those five cards. And the week is going to be pleasant for you. And I'm saying, and I want to emphasize on the matter for you. Long story short here, it will become very pleasant by the mid of it, and then it seems that there will be some kind of a, so to speak, different idea about how things should be taken care of or how things should proceed. And at the end of the week, many discrepancies, let's say that way, many discrepancies are to be decided one way or another, or are to be cleared on a one way or another. But the thing is that whichever way it goes, your happiness will stay intact. Only, how can I say, price or payment that somebody is going to place, it is the one who is the source of those discrepancies. We're going to see that while I do scrutinize the cards. And so just hold on a second here. Your week starts with the Star card, and that is a fantastic beginning of the week, because what the Star card pretty much points is that you are going to find yourself at the very start of the week having some kind of a goal. And I'm saying some kind, it is because everybody is going to have a different goal at that point, but it will be a humongous goal or a fulcrum. Fulcrum, it is the better way to say it, okay? Because you may have the goal beforehand, but the point with the Star card, it is that if you beforehand faced any kind of difficulties, and not just only difficulties, but straight away barriers to reach that fulcrum, those barriers are going to be no longer in front of you when this card manifests for one or another reason. It is because when Star card manifests, that marks the end of an era of a turmoil, or era of difficulties, era of having to struggle, and instead places in front of thine self a path where their ideals and standards are to be covered. And that being said, the Star card for some of us, or for some of you, and you who do have a Aries rising as well, is going to mark a rather quite lucrative journey. For others, is going to mark unfolding love, you know, whatever it is going to pose a source of a happiness. And that happiness is truly going to settle in here when you do reach the next card, which is the Nine of Cups. And that is the moment, you know, in the tarot books, you can see the card being interpreted as a wish fulfillment, and that definitely can be true for one or another person. Although I do believe that this is the pleasant experience of seeing how things are developing, and that's and that right now you don't have any obstacles in front of you. And that is because the star card does refer to a long-term agenda, long-term goal, long-term fulcrum. It does not manifest itself overnight and then being gone. In any case, at this stage of the week, you are going to experience the fullness of life. How can I say? Ecstasy for some of you, content, deep content, and as well emotional fulfillment, if I may say it that way. Now, one thing though, it is what you are going to realize at that point, and that is that keeping up with the fulcrum, or rather like moving forward with it, it is the most important thing right now. Nothing is for granted. And thus it seems that you will become rather way more mobilized than you were before. And if here at the star card, this was just a wishful thinking of yours to find a good job, to be loved, and so on and so forth. Now with the 9 of Cups, you are to be determined to put the efforts behind as well. And that is going to exponentially increase your rewards and also the way how you feel toward your happiness. And then this one here shows up. That is an individual, Knight of Wands, that you may already know, or it could be someone new, comes about that with the idea how you both can share that happiness, so you can, grow on that happiness. Now, the problem with the Knight of Wands, it is that while these people are quite enterprising individuals, and their determination is to see things done or to see things through, they do not give up. There is an addendum to it, or a stipulation to it, and that is that until it poses interest to them. Okay, so that is a person who follows their interest, or rather like it's following enterprises that seems interesting to them. And the accompanied card is going to be the Page of Pentacles. So we do have active neutrals, and that pretty much speaks that this isn't of the most devout people. They are devout or devoted to what they are doing, or in this case to you, until, again, it's the interest, but also until you kind of like follow their lead. And as soon as you do stop to do so, they are going to diverse into either something else or someone else. And these discrepancies, which are gonna start, clashing together, your idea and their idea, happens to take place here towards the end of the week with the 5 of Wands, and their manifestation is going to be quite of an unexpected enterprises, quite of an unexpected circumstances, even you can say coincidences if you will, and it will happen to be a moment of quite of a sudden surprises, quite of a sudden around turns as well, that you will have one idea how to move forward with them. The Knight of Wands is going to have another idea though, and about how to move forward with them. And of course, this is where the clash happens in between you and them. And what the 5 of Wands is, when it comes to discrepancies with the 5 of Wands, really there is no way out of it, in a sense of where both individuals are sufficed and they keep up together. That is because with the 5 of Wands, the right choice is anybody's guess, really. I mean, it's your idea is going to be great how to move with these new circumstances, and Knight of Wands idea is going to be great as well. So you do have a choice to make. Are you going to follow their leads, or you are going to walk your path? And that choice is to be taken at the end of the week here with the 10 of Swords. Ten of Swords, it is the card where, you know, things are at such a point, at such a tension, that something needs to be done, something radical, something drastic needs to be done. And that usually refers to either irrevocable decision that needs to be made or irreversible action that needs to be taken. And once that is done, the tension breaks, a new dawn, it kind of like opens up to the quadrant of the reading, or in this case, you, Aries. So that will be the peak, or rather like the, how can I say, yeah, it's going to be the decisive, the pinnacle point of your journey here toward the fulcrum of the star card. And it will take a courage, it will take as well decisiveness and determination. Whichever way you go though, it seems that you cannot go wrong, because once again, the right course of action is anybody's guess. In fact, either choice, it's a right course of action. It all comes to that. Do you want to do it yourself, or you want to be in someone else's lead? The choice is entirely yours. I know people, in fact, I am such a person who prefers to follow rather than to be followed. And when it comes to things that I need to discover though, I don't like to discover stuff alone, and if there is to be someone who can lead me, that will be great. I know people that doesn't like to follow, they like to pretty much go headstrong, and if they do mistake, they do mistake. Hopefully they do, how can I say, make themselves accountable to that mistake. Other blames others for their own personal mistakes. But the point here is what kind of a person you are. And you should not feel yourself, how can I say, regretful or guilty for whatever decision you want to make. And even if that's severance, then so mote it be. You know, at the end of the day, you are entitled to your own happiness, which unfolds or is starting to unfold at the start of the week. So with that being said, Aries, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, July 12th up until July 18th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.